Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. I have no idea what day it is. I got to fix the light. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's A Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. Once you hop on tonight's live or you hop on the replay at a later date, please feel free to say hi in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. I'm live in 2 locations this evening, so if you hear me refer to a comment that is not in your feed, that person may be watching and from a different platform. So if you wonder what comment I'm referring to, just know that person might be on a different platform. And as always, if you are on Facebook, if you would hit the like button and share this video, or if you are on YouTube, if you would hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. As always, tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. And I think that's about it. I'm trying to fix this light because it shows makes me look like I have like black eyes. I don't know which light is giving me some funky shadows, but it bothers me. So let's see if maybe I can fix it. Still give myself light, but not these weird front on. Still, I don't know which light. I think it's just my glasses. I look like I have cat eyes. Okay, well, we'll go with that. Jason says, happy Wednesday from the other side of the door. And Bonita says, hey. I hope we had a great week. She's hoping we had a great weekend. I hope you all had a great weekend. We did. Parts of it were bittersweet, but it's I've accepted it. I mean, I'd always accepted it, but I'm okay with it. I'm excited for Dane and his girlfriend to see where their relationship goes and grows, and to see Dane grow as an adult, and just to be an open nester after 26 years of parenting. I know my parenting job isn't done, but it's just changed roles, and we are great with that. So and then Jason and I had a great time in Springfield, Missouri. Got a new cup at Buc-ee's. It glows in the dark. Super excited about it. So I'm ready to get some patriotic on. I hope you all had a great weekend. Let me know if you did any Memorial Day type remembrance things. Did you go out of town? Funny thing, we were at Buc-ee's for the second time in 24 hours at Springfield, and pulled into one of the gas pumps, and Jason noticed that the vehicle that was 2 in front of us were pulling out, and it was a maroonish Acadia, also from Saline County, Kansas. So what are the odds? I mean, I'm sure that there were, but what are the odds that we don't know who it was, but that we would run into another Saline County resident at the same gas pump at the same Buc-ee's in Springfield, Missouri. So thought that was kind of fun. So let's go ahead and actually no, let's open. Yep, let's turn the camera over. I just got a package today. I don't even know what this looks like. I forgot to look at my overhead camera and see what this looks like. So I got a package today. Let's see what's in it. It is not my stitch stuff because that still has not it has not left the building. It says it has left, but well, the company says it has left the building. UPS says it has not left the building. So, but I did get a package in. So let's see what's in it. Usually there's usually a pull tab, but not on this one. I believe this is some of the summer collection. I didn't get a whole lot. Vanina says she went to Sherry's and got to go watch your grandson play baseball. Fun day. Sounds like fun. We discovered a new place to eat. So if you like breakfast or lunch, there's a we went to one in Broken Arrow. Oh, what happened? And then we went to one in, hopefully it clears up soon. I don't know what happened. Let's see if I can get it to refocus. I don't know what happened. Does say autofocus. That made it better. Okay, anyway. Oh, we went to one in Broken Arrow and we went to one in Springfield. It's called the Big Biscuit, and there is one in Wichita, soon to be two. Big, huge portions. But the nice thing about the portions is we ate at the one in Broken Arrow on Sunday morning after church. And Jason and I didn't even think about lunch. Like, we drove all the way to Springfield and didn't even eat lunch till like later that evening. So we went from like 10 until 10:30 until 5:36 or 7 and didn't even think about food. And then we ate at the one in Springfield that morning on the way home on Monday and didn't even think about lunch until we got home later that evening. So I highly recommend we highly recommend the Big Biscuit. So this is partially some of the peanuts, the newest summer peanuts. Some of this is the summer launch. So I didn't get all of the summer peanuts, but I did get butterfly kisses because I love peppermint patty. I think this is the sweetest little image. Now that there's an angel policy that says we cannot sell any of the licensed, we can't sell any finished goods with the licensed images, then I haven't been buying as many. I wished I would have known that at the beginning. It's okay. I'm okay with that. But, and then I got this one, Peanuts, the non-athletic department. I thought that one was super cute. And the other thing with these, I love all of the licensed things, but especially with the Peanuts and the Pooh and the Mickey Mouse, since they're all the line drawings, they all have to be watercolored, which is just one more step. And as cute as they are, it just is a lot more work. I do love them, but it is a lot more work. So I do appreciate the designs that go back to how the product was originally meant to be. I mean, granted, I will have to color in Snoopy. I don't have to since he's so little, but that's my only beef with these. One, we can't sell the finished product. And two, everything needs to be watercolored if you don't want just the basic design. I know I'm being picky. They're still super cute. I'll still buy the ones that speak joy, but I probably from here on out am not going to buy all of them. This one is from, I think it's one of the past collections, but it's still a current transfer. So I love this one, the Peanuts. I know, I think this one is super fun. I love the non-athletic department. It will look cute on a t-shirt, on a tank top, on a hoodie. Super fun. So this one is called Forever Love. And the fun thing, I did see somebody used, they used this with a Mickey transfer. So instead of the paw, like you could put Peppermint Patty in there, or you could put a Mickey head, or you could put, I saw somebody originally used Snoopy. You could do a Hogwarts, you could do a Looney Tunes. As long as it fits this paw, you can trade this, the paw print out for any image that we have a transfer for. So I thought this one was pretty versatile. Plus, who doesn't love a little paw print? And then I got this one because this would look great with, I got that one all dirty. I got the resting beach face because a lot of these will fit on the cooler, the can cooler, especially these 3. And I think these, actually those will too. So those extra can coolers that I picked up at my local big box craft store, these transfers will fit on those. So I thought I'd make some fun can coolers. And you could even, like, you could use the stripe on the back from the Club Couture transfer from a month or 2 ago, and then put this on the front. So I thought that one was cute. And then this one would make a cute car charm. Any of these would make the cute car charms. I just happen to have, I need to, well, you'd have to make your pieces a little bigger. If I have any of the bigger ones. Barely. That, no. You'd have to make your pieces slightly bigger than what I did, but that's okay. But they would make cute car charms as well. Jason says he needs the peanuts on a shirt. And then I got this one. I have a special project in mind. It's called Hey There Sunshine. So you get, I love this type of transfer because you get at least 2 designs. So you get Hey There Sunshine, which is about 6 by 18. And then you get Hello Sunshine, and you can replace the sun with kind of a coconut drink, a heart, or a beach ball. So I thought that was cute. So I got that one. And then the one that we're using tonight is From Sea to Shining Sea. And I think I've shown you all my, you know what? I may not have, because I think last time I was live, I said I was going to show you the new stuff, and I think I forgot. So let's look through. Well, maybe I did. I think I showed you those, actually. I also got a box of stuff. Tonight is the last, or today is the last day for the save 25% on the 25% on the sale items with the code Memorial if you are a Perks or a designer. There's also free shipping for $75 in orders for Perks and designers. Those both end today. Hello, Miss Ashley. And then don't forget our DC Comic and Supergirl transfers launched this morning, and those are eligible for the free shipping as well for $75 orders. And then the Stars and Stripes transfer and wood pieces launched this morning. And then the Peanuts Road Trip transfer and cutout bundle launched as well. lots of stuff happening. So this is the transfer we're going to use. It is a 12 by 18. It's called From Sea to Shining Sea. But I'm gonna, this video may be another longer one. So I found this watercolor, what the heck is this thing called? Stretched canvas at Hobby Lobby. It's a 16 by 20, and I was kind of feeling kind of the grain of the canvas, and this one actually feels fairly smooth compared to some of the other ones. So I thought I would try it for my reverse canvas to see how it chalked on the front side. And if it gets to be too long, then it might become a two-parter. But it is a watercolor transfer or canvas. It is 16 by 20. But the surface of the canvas feels fairly smooth compared to some of the other ones. I also got espresso paste, and I will tell you that paste and ink prices are increasing as of June 1st. So if you are a Perks member or a designer, take advantage of the free shipping that ends tonight and stock up on any paste and ink before June 1st, which is next Monday, before the prices increase. So for retail, I believe it's going up to $18, and that's full retail price, and the singles are going up to $4 from $3. So if you need to stock up on your ink and paste before next Monday, and if you do it tonight, and you're a Perks member or a designer, use the free shipping on $75 orders. Okay, I've totally forgotten what I'm looking for. Can anybody help me? I forgot what I was looking for. I think I'm looking for a craft knife that I can't seem to find because I am notorious for not putting things away. Well, I don't know where my orange craft knife is, so we'll just use this one. Miss Ashley, that wasn't you in a maroonish Acadia at Buc-ee's in Springfield, Missouri on Monday, was it? I'm glad I've just given away what car you drive. So this canvas it's not stapled, which I kind of actually like these. But they just have this little cord that runs through this channel that keeps the canvas in. I didn't figure it was probably you since you're not a big Buc-ee's fan. And I have to say, since we experienced what it's like on a prime summer travel day, because we went on Memorial Day, I can understand why people don't like Buc-ee's. We've always gone on non we've kind of always gone out of travel season, like mostly fall and early May. Oh, you got another Tahoe. Well, good for you. When did that happen? We need to get together. So this part of the canvas pulls out easy once you get that little rubber cording removed. So then I'm just going to cut around my staples. So then it wasn't you. I was telling them earlier that we were at Buc-ee's getting gas on Monday, and the two cars in front of us at the gas pump were in a maroon-ish Acadia from Saline County. I thought it was quite funny that, I mean, I'm sure it's not that uncommon, but it's still kind of uncommon, especially to be at with 160 gas pumps that you get in the same line with somebody else from Saline County at the Springfield, Missouri Buc-ee's. Okay. Ugh. Okay, one more, a couple more. Okay. So I got the frame out. And typically, as you go up in price with the stretch canvases, your frame quality gets a little bit better. So this one is a lot more smooth and has a few less blemishes than some of the more value priced ones do. Ashley says about 2 months ago you missed the extra room. Buc-ee's. It was crazy on Memorial Day. I totally get it now. I take back my words, but I would suggest if you want to experience Buc-ee's at a good pace, then go on a non-traditional travel time, because it's not that bad. This Monday was nuts. It was packed. But other times it's like, yeah, the day before wasn't bad. But I can tell you early May and like mid-September aren't bad at all. Although we did hit the Buc-ee's in Tennessee, one of the Buc-ee's in Tennessee, on game day of the Tennessee-Alabama game, or maybe it was Auburn, I don't remember. It was fairly busy. But it still wasn't bad. It still wasn't like it was Monday. So I'm just rough cutting some of the edges off. And then I'll come in and trim a little bit better, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not trimming too much off. Even the inside of this one feels different. It's kind of like a very smooth, almost linen feel. Okay, so let's get my trash gone. And then put my cutting mat where I could find it. And I forgot where that was. Oh, it was just right down here. I've lost it again. Imagine that. I did some cleaning in here. Now I can't find anything. I had my mat over here where I could easily find it. Now I can't find it. That's okay. Oh well. It's a big deal. Okay, so I'm just going to just roughly place this so I can kind of see where I need to do some trimming. And then I'm going to get out the rotary cutter. Oh, I can't find anything. I can't find my little quilter's ruler either. Wheel. Hold, please. Okay, we're just going to use this because I think it's upstairs. So let's just move a few things around. I'm going to turn this around. Here we go again. Sorry, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my watch. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to use this ruler, and I'm going to kind of go where the crease is, and I'm just going to cut this off. And then we're just going to piece it together down here. I know these things, there's lots of steps, and it's one of those things I should have prepared for ahead of time, but I didn't. Forgive me. So anybody have any big summer plans coming up? Any big vacations? Has anybody local to me been to the drive-in? I hope to get there this summer. Pretty good. So I'm gonna put there. Okay. That one's not working. Because it's coming undone. Oops. I'm just having usually it cuts easier than that. I only have a billion rotary cutters, so we'll try another one. Ugh, cuts like butter. That one was the one I thought cut terribly, but it actually cuts better. Gonna dry fit this again, make sure I'm not cutting too much off. Something go about right there. Okay. Last side. Okay. Throw away my trash. I think tonight I might just focus on, now that I've done all that, I might just focus on the transfer, and then I can get it put together later. I just don't want to waste your guys' time unless, like, because I still need to paint the frame and okay, so let's, I don't know, you tell me what you want to see. want me to skip the frame and go to the just the transfer design. Okay, so let's, while you're deciding that, actually, I need to pop that back on there. I'm gonna get my tape. So I'm just gonna roughly stick this on the back just so that it makes it easier to flip. And then I can tape off. Is that right? That is not right. Oops. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, that'll help. I know, but Jason says he doesn't have anywhere to be. I know, but other people might. Well, I value everybody's time. I try to anyway. Okay. So I just have it gently taped so I can flip it over easy. So I have it where, gosh, it must be humid down here. Roughly where it needs to be. So I don't have like 2 feet hanging off over here and I'm too short over on this side. So my next step is to place some tape. And sometimes I like to do it in a couple different places, like there. These are just to help me line up my final pieces of tape. Ashley's working on pens. Fun. I love your pens. You've been quite busy with your pens, girl. Good for you. Okay, so now I can undo the back. Use these little pieces somewhere. Okay, so this is the front side where I'm going to be chalking. So now to get my proper alignment, I'm just going to run a piece of tape along my temporary tape pieces. And this is my image border. This is kind of where the frame and the canvas stop. And it's mostly just, it's not totally exact, but it's pretty close. It's going to help me get my image centered. I should have done 2 pieces on this side, but I did not. Bonita says, she agrees, craft away. Okay, well then I'll stop and paint the frame. Maybe. Actually, well, I don't know what to do. Let's just do the, we'll do the design. That's the fun part anyway. I do think I'm going to turn my mat back around though. Okay. So once again, this is the transfer we are using. For the most part, it'll fit. So this is called From Sea to Shining Sea. And it is reusable at least a dozen times if you are new. So because it's reusable, I need to mark on the back side either with the name of the transfer or just a big giant X, so that when I am done cleaning, when I am done using the transfer, I've cleaned it off, it's dry, and it's ready to be put back on the backer sheet and put away. I know that this is the front side because I've written on the back side. Bonita says she needs to order. Oh, first of all, Ashley says, thank you. They keep me busy. I love all your crafting projects. Well, thank you. And then Bonita says to Ashley, she needs to order a couple of pens. Her two granddaughters are in high school and play softball, would like something in their school colors with softballs on them and maybe their names. Well, you two just need to get together. Ashley does have an Etsy page. It's Glamorous Nails AK, Glamorous Nails something. Let's just look. Oh, wrong phone. Oh, fuck. I got a new phone, and so now I have to sign in for every app. It's driving me crazy. Bonita, Ashley says she can do that, and Bonita just needs to send a message. Oh, I've already. No, foofy. Let's use this phone. Oh, that phone's not working. Anyway, Ashley, you can put the name of your Etsy page. I don't mind. But it's Glamorous Nails something. Glamorous Nails AK, Glamorous Nails Kansas. I don't remember. Okay. I am not going to fuzz this transfer just because I want to get a very good seal on this canvas material. It's not really material, but this stretched canvas surface we have deconstructed. God bless you, Jason. So there with the backer sheet. Okay, I need to pop that up a little bit. I'm just mainly using my tape and the sides of the transfer to mostly align everything. You can kind of do some adjusting before you staple it on. I need to drop that down. Glamorous Nails by AK. Okay, so let's try again, because I need to make sure I can fit that. All the fireworks on there. I need to drop it down just a skosh more. I'm just placing it down here, and then I can kind of lift up everywhere else. But that at least gives me a starting point. Actually, I'm going to move my mat back over because I will probably work from side to side, I think. Okay, we are going to use, we're going to do it in the same fashion-ish that we did this sign. So I'm going to use very similar colors. So I used Bite Me, which you could use Shimmer Crimson. This was a color of the month last year. And then I'm going to use Shimmer Lapis, which is an en vogue color. So it's kind of a blue, kind of a turquoisey color. And then I picked out Disco, which was also, I think that was also a color of the month a year or two ago. So that's going to be my white. So these are going to be my colors. I still love all that. Look at all that glitter. I don't know if it picks it up. The blue does look a little more glittery once it dries. So I need to get out probably, I need to get 3 mini squeegees. There's a gnat in here. And then I need to get probably 3 multi-tools. Okay, so I have I know I can do these red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, and then I'll probably do the stars silver. So that's going to be, and then that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So I could do like red, red, white, blue, red, white, which my white is silver. Or I could do red, blue, or red, blue. I don't know how I want to do it. I could do red, white, red. I think that might be what I do. Red, white, blue, red. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, I think we're going to do that. So I'm going to do a lot of pasting and pulling because I don't want my paste to dry in my silk screen. We'll do a line and then we'll peel it up and then we'll do another line. So I have my, in your case, it would be Shimmer Crimson. And I can link all of this after the video, which I will probably forget, but I didn't get it done earlier because I'm a slacker. I do have a little bit more work time because this is a shimmer color and they don't dry as fast. But I think as I sit here and stare off into space, let's do this in a little more organized fashion. So are any of you DC or Supergirl fans, Crypto fans? Crypto is Supergirl's dog. So all of that launched today. So I posted those flyers on my business page and in my group. I really like the Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. It's kind of hard to find things on Etsy. The names are, you have to squish the name, all of the words of a shop name all together. So like Glamorous Nails, there's no spaces. It's kind of weird sometimes to find shops on Etsy. But yeah, I like the Wonder Woman. Superman and the Batman logos. I thought those were pretty cool. Okay, so let's pull this part up for now. Let's see what we've got. I'll come back and do the firework. Oh, you guys, if you've struggled with pasting on canvases before, you really need to try these watercolor canvases. It worked perfect. Exactly how I wanted it to. Oh, fart. Until I screw it up. Okay, so should I keep going? Should I flip it and go white, red, or should I keep going like red, white, blue, red, white, blue? I would like to go white, red, but I don't know if I should continue with the red, white, blue, red, white, blue. Help! I need help. Let's stick these back in there. Okay. I would put white between each color. Works for me. It's kind of how I was going. It's more just kind of flipping it around. The America, I'm going to do red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, and then the stars are going to be silver. I need something a little smaller for. So I'm pulling out my multi-tool just because it fits a little better in this little area. So I'm going to come back and even out my squeegee lines. Oops. I'm a mess. Okay, so then we'll do red here, shimmer crimson. Oh, yep. I like this design because there's lots of room between the lines. Get on there. I don't feel like I'm going into the other line. Okay. Let's pull that part off. Fix a few of these tops. I missed a few of the tops. Should get it. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to burnish this part red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Okay, so I need to move this koozie. I'm gonna get some smaller. I know I could have used a multi-tool, but sometimes these little cut squeegees just work a little better. Blue, red. I know reverse canvases are so probably out of style, but I just really like them. The surface is inexpensive. The sign ends up being very lightweight, and it still appears like it's a framed sign. So I know they're not current, but I'm going to keep making them. Okay, so now we'll come in with the blue shimmer lapis. I need to start decorating for 4th of July. I still have my Easter stuff up, which is fine. Most of it's more springy, but there is some pretty deliberate Easter decor up. God bless you. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I got kind of in the zone there. I was zoning out. Oh, you didn't sneeze? I thought I heard you sneeze. Oh, well. God bless you for when you sneeze the next time. I'm just ahead of the game. Okay, so now we'll go on to the red. And we'll just kind of do it the exact same way we did it up at the top. Okay. Jason says it's beautiful so far. He likes the color. Did I boo-boo? Nope. So for the Brotherhood, it was going to be silver instead of... Which is okay. kind of sometimes wish this was our anthem instead of Star Spangled Banner, but Bonita says she's in love with the project so far. I've been wanting to use this one for a while. And these watercolor canvases are the chef's kiss. I have one little boo-boo and that's about it. And that's all. That has nothing to do with the canvas. It was user error. Oop, about boo-booed. Just about boo-booed, friends, which it wouldn't have been a big deal, but that's okay. I caught myself. Not a big fan that this big old word is silver, but we're still keeping with the pattern. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And then we still have to come back and do the fireworks. Okay, let's go ahead. Probably. Fingers are all yicky. Missed a few spots up here. I always struggle with the tips of things because I'm always worried about going into the other line. That's better. Ashley's asking if Kyle Busch was one of our favorite NASCAR drivers. We used to not like him because he used to be kind of a punk. But he's really mellowed over the last couple of years. And so, yeah, he was one that we always rooted for. We were stunned on Friday. I had texted the boys earlier in the day, like late morning, mid-afternoon. Well, it was late morning. I had texted them to say that I had read that he was in the hospital and for like a serious illness, and I knew he'd been sick. They talked about him for the last couple of weeks having a severe cold and needing a doctor after one of the races. So I remember texting the boys and sharing that I had seen that he was in the hospital and he wasn't going to race the entire weekend. And then I got home about 1:30 and both of the guys said, "Have you heard the news?" And I said, "What news?" And they said, "About Kyle Busch." And I said, "Yeah, I texted you that he was in the hospital." And they were like, "No, he passed away." And I just wanted to cry. I mean, 41, young family. It's very sad. So take care of yourself. Okay, I think I got it all disconnected. So yeah, we had grown to like him over the last couple of years. So it was quite a tragic. So I was going to do the hot mess technique with the fireworks, but I don't know if I want to go that difficult. I could do one blue and one red. I'm afraid if I do the hot mess that I'm going to totally wreck the whole thing. So I think I'm going to do red down here on this one. And I'll do blue up on that one. And we might come back in and add some silver to each one of them somehow. So now let's do blue up here. If you have not gotten this shimmer lapis yet, you need to add it to your list because it is so pretty. And it's perfect for your patriotic designs. It's kind of a modern take on the blue. That's supposed to be a firework. But... okay, let me wipe off my fingers. Okay, pull that off. Oh, I cannot tell you how like perfect that is. I have one little star that got a little, but I think I had like a paste booger and it bled right there. But otherwise, I think I have cracked the code to chalk paste and canvases. I'll be right back. I'm going to put this in some water or spray it down with some water. Ashley says so pretty. So yeah, if you have struggled with your paste bleeding on stretched canvases, get these watercolor collection stretched canvases. They're literally like only a couple more dollars more. I'm gonna put these away before I lift this up, that way I don't drop my canvas in my wet paste. I'm afraid I'm gonna drop these. Very, very careful. Okay. Let's see, what time is it? Okay. Let's wipe my fingers again because I do not want to get paste. Granted, it would probably come off, but I don't even want to chance that. Take a look at that. I have the 1 star, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th star from the top. It's a little wonky, but that is literally the only thing that's messed up. Like literally. This pasted so well. I'm just testing it to make sure it dried well, and it has so far. Oh, so pretty. Good to know on the canvas. I think you had to wax your canvas to keep them from bleeding. Yeah, I didn't do anything. It's those watercolor things are such a smooth surface, and you can feel it even when it's packaged. It doesn't have that rough texture, so I was hoping that it would paste well. I do see a little tiny bit of shadowing in the blue line right there, but that's all me. That's not, probably when it dropped back down, it shadowed a little bit, but I'm going to put this to the side carefully so I don't drop it anywhere. Let's work on the frame. Do this pretty much the same technique that I always do, just because I just really like that technique. I'm just getting some cardboard. Let's use, I haven't used this wood tint for a while. Let's try to use it up. Let's see what color we end up with. So this is Folk Art Wood Tint. I've had it for forever. I think it's a little darker than the Antique Wax, but I'm just trying to use my stash. In fact, it's going to be a little more green, kind of a greenish, brownish tint. Ooh! But it works in a similar fashion. I think you kind of have to wipe it off like a stain. Oh, I haven't used it for a while. It's going to end up messy. Probably should not be doing it in a white cardigan. Says apply with brush, sponge, or soft cloth. Wait 30 seconds, allowing wood tint to absorb into the wood. Wipe excess wood tint with clean, soft cloth. If desired, repeat to apply second coat. Clean up while wet with soap and water. So it works the same way as, it is a lot darker than the Waverly Antique Wax. So I'm just going to let that side soak in while I do this side. I probably should have shaken it up before I started using it too, but I didn't. see what happens. I'm going to put the lid on because if I don't, I will spill. So yeah, it's going to be a little darker, but I'm okay with that. So a little bit comes off. Just trying to get it used up. Kind of dab it into where these grooves are on that side. Okay. Kind of try to jam it into that little groove that's on the inside. Ashley says it still looks great. Yeah, just a different color. I don't think it's as waxy as, I mean, it's a different type of finish. It's not the wax feel that the Waverly antiquing wax is. And it probably doesn't dry as quickly, but Robin quit splattering it everywhere. Wearing white. Okay. Get out most of the nooks and crannies. I got some over there on my desk. So we're just going to wipe it off. Wipe it back. Oops. Ooh, it's kind of slimy where it's still wet. That's why I wear gloves. Okay, so we just need to let that dry. Oh gosh. Oh golly. Can't take me anywhere. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay. And again, I save these until there's holes in the fingers. Just throw them over there. Throw those over there. Ugh. Okay, let's get that dry. Put that away. Clean up some of these tools. Done with the scissors. Done with those scissors. Okay, I actually should. I'll do those later. I have these little letters to add to a patriotic sunflower that I made a couple years ago that's blank. Oh, it doesn't say anything. It's just a patriotic sunflower. So I need to stain those and distress paint those, but I'll do that later. This is why I don't ever get anything done, because I see other things laying around and think, oh, well, I can work on that too, and then nothing ever gets done. Believe it or not, I did not do any car crafting on the trip. I was chit-chatting with Jason. We were listening to stuff. I was looking at the scenery. I was playing backseat driver when we were stuck in bumper-to-bumper Kansas City traffic. I took a project with me, but I didn't do any of it, and I'm okay with that. I just enjoyed myself. This may not dry tonight. It feels mostly dry except this side. So now I'm wondering if I should leave it this color or just dress it white. Probably should do the back. Maybe it won't. You like the color? I'm gonna move my squeegees out of the way. I'm gonna grab my stapler. And knock over a box. grab my stapler and my canvas. Oh, it might be pretty just like that. Okay, where's my stapler? Where is my good one? Guys, I can't find anything. That's my good stapler. It doesn't work. This is what I get for not putting things away. I just used it. Oh, Lordy. Oh, well, we'll just use that one. I don't think it works, though. Okay. Let's, or I totally wreck the canvas. Let's get that out of here. And then what do y'all think? Should I leave it brown or just dress it white? I have no idea where my staple gun went. Let's see, I used it on this Friends. Let's see over here. I don't know. Brown. Jason says brown. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay, so for the most part, okay. So I'm going to try to put it kind of where it goes, to try to pick it up. Maybe that's not working. Slide it towards me. There we go. Oh, I just dropped it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just going to tape it on. Still have these little pieces over here. So I'm going to kind of use this as a hinge to remove the tape. You can reuse those pieces. Hello, Miss Aisha. She says she likes the brown. Oh, the brown it is. Okay, so I still have this hinged. So hopefully I can pull this tape off here. I don't know why my canvases are buckling so bad. It must be humid down here. Makes it harder to staple. Okay, I'm going to get a couple of towels out so I can hopefully, actually I'm just going to remove my glass mat. That way I don't wreck my mat with my staple gun. I'm still going to put down a couple of towels just to help dampen the noise. Okay. Gonna pull that up just a skosh, I think. Okay, so I'm going to turn this back over and we're going to check. Probably go up a little bit or go to this way. Come up this way just a skosh. I think if this stapler is going to work, we'll go ahead and staple it. So I'm going to run my finger down here and kind of, so I can kind of see where that edge is. Yeah, the stapler isn't going to work. It's out of staples. It is. I don't know where my other stapler went. I just had it, what, last week or the week before? I don't know what happened to it. What did these staples were? Fart. Curse word. If I were a staple gun in the lost craft room, where would I be? Probably put it somewhere when I was cleaning, thinking, oh, I found it. I remember putting it there now saying, I'll never find it here. No, I found it, Jason, thank you. Now I remember putting it there, and I was thinking to myself, just put it back where it goes because you'll never find it there. So I'm going to pull, what the, having technical issues tonight. So I'm going to pull straight across from that staple, and then we're going to turn it, and we're going to do the same thing, but I'm going to pull from the middle, find my edge, turning it 180 degrees. So now I'm on the other side, find my edge, and now I'm going to start going from every corner, and I'm going to pull tight. I'm going to find that corner, and there are sometimes staples already there, so you kind of have to work around those. And I'm just going to keep turning it going from corner to corner. Kind of got it a little long on that side, but just keep pulling it taut. Ah, phooey. Not working. Okay, and then once I'm done with all the corners, then I just start pulling and securing it at the sides. Sorry if you're wearing earbuds. It's a little noisy. I can't get over how nice these canvases are. Ah, golly. There's some hard part. Must be some. Yeah, there's a hard part in there. I can hear it. It's not stapling like it should. Just. I'll have to beat those down with a hammer and then probably glue that area. So we're just going to keep pulling tight. And then I just rub my finger so I can see where that edge is. Got another hard edge. Now I'm out of staples. Might have been the staples. Ouch. Okay. Come back over here. Nope. It does not like that staple. But Bonita says she's anxious to do the Lord's Prayer. She bought a black canvas like the white one. Cool. The black canvases are my favorite. However, this one's pretty up there. Pretty up there. Okay, I'm going to trim. This edge is pretty close to the edge. So I'm going to trim that part. I do like to come back in. Ooh, probably a little bit too much. With glue, like I'll use Fabri-Tac or even sometimes hot glue, but mostly Fabri-Tac to secure this part down. You could also staple it, but that's just a lot of staples. So I usually just glue it. So like I would come and get in here, and I'll do most of this later, but so you can come in here with the Fabri-Tac. Well, I'm anxious to see the Lord's Prayer once you get it done. I'm just going to run. And then this is where like the multi-tool comes in handy, because you can use it to smash those edges down really well. So then you'll have a really nice finished edge. Get some of that excess off. And then that won't be flapping in the wind. So I'll do the rest of those off camera. And then let's pop our front camera, and I'm all standing up. Ooh. Let's fix the zoom a little bit so I'm not so close. There. This is what we have. So this one is called From Sea to Shining Sea. It's Oh Beautiful for Spacious Skies. You can't see the silver very well. There you can see it a little better. So I used, you would use Shimmer Crimson. Mine was Bite Me, but that was a color of the month. I also used Disco, which was also a color of the month. It is a metallic silver sheen paste. And then I used Shimmer Lapis, which is an en vogue color currently. Anita says it's beautiful. She loves it. So I'll probably take this one to Ray's Rustic in Ellsworth. So it'll be for sale there. If you make one, I definitely want to see it. Thanks for hanging out with me. This one was kind of a long one. A whole hour and almost 45 minutes. But I think it turned out pretty. So make sure you get those. If you've been frustrated with pasting on canvas, get these watercolor collection canvases, because they are super smooth. I think you could even ink on the back, because it's a really nice, smooth, almost linen, kind of a cotton / linen. It's a very fine weave canvas on the back. Ashley says she loves it. Hello, Mr. Dane. He says he really likes that. Oh, cool. So I'm going to try to be live Friday. I know I say that every week, but I've got to get some stuff done, and I just really like hanging out with you. I just got to get over sitting down on my rumpus. So I'll try to be live Friday. I definitely want to try to be live this weekend, so be looking out for that. DC and Supergirl launched this morning. If you want to see the Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and then the Supergirl and Crypto transfers, go check those out on my business page at Robin's Egg Blue Creations. Also remember that those free shipping for $75 for orders over $75 if you are a Perks or a designer. There's an extra 25% off of sale priced items with the code Memorial if you are a Perks or designer. And then a few other things that hadn't come in yet launched this morning as well. But definitely check out Aisha's probably going to like the DC stuff. Really fun. I don't know if I can, let me see if I can download it really quick. Nope, because I didn't add it to my photos. It's on my computer at work. Well, here, let's do it this way. Let's see if I can, no, well, I can maybe pull it up this way. I know it's definitely on my Facebook page, but let's see if we can pull it up. Yep. Let me flip the camera and see if this will work. You can't see it really well, but there are the Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman transfers, and then down at the bottom by my big gigantic thumb is a, I believe that's a Superman heat transfer. Maybe blow those up a little bit. There, you can see them a little bit. So those 3 transfers, and then here is, let me get my thumb out of the way, the Supergirl and Crypto the dog. There are 2 transfers and then 2 heat transfers. So they're super fun. Bonita says she loves her some Batman. She says Marvel. Dane says if there's Marvel stuff, she'll be all over it. Is Marvel Disney? Yeah. So I'm assuming Marvel's coming. So be on the lookout. Bonita says Marvel would put her in the poorhouse. I have a feeling it's coming because I know Gilmore Girls is still coming. That's part of the Warner Brothers. But if Marvel's part of Disney, then I imagine it's, because we've already had Toy Story. We've had some Mickey. We've had some Winnie the Pooh. I think it's coming. I don't know when. Maybe next week. I don't know. Okay, so look for me this weekend. Check out the DC and the Supergirl stuff on my business page. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Thanks for hanging out with me on this super long live, but that's how they all tend to go. But thanks for encouraging me to finish it. And have a great rest of your week. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.